I'm starting a new series of Run with Bavle, and the first guy I will interview is the CFO of Gamma Technologies. Hi guys, how many kilometers are we running today?
5.
Why don't you start telling about yourself, how you ended up in Gamma?
Yeah, I worked in M&A before for 8 years. It was very interesting, but I was always on the sideline. So consulting people, giving advice, and I didn't really have the impression that I made an impact during my last years. I was working more and more with startups, and it was really inspiring to see people who actually want to change the world. That's how I met the founders of Gamma. They were solving a huge problem for a huge industry. I thought, okay, I want to be part of it.
What inspires me about you is your spirit to never give up, is keep on pushing. So is it somehow related because of running?
I think running in particular has several functions in my life. One, it helps me focus, but it helps me also to train to focus. I do feel that when I'm running, I need to push myself, and I need to try to limit thoughts which are telling me, hey, just stop and slow down. It helps to liberate my mind, and at the same time, it does help to actually translate this to other areas. I try to do sports at lunch, which helps me to break up the day. I'm more productive in the first half of the day, and then can keep the same productivity in the afternoon.
I know many people that always complain, I would love to do sports or run, but I don't find time. What message do you have for such guys?
I think for me the breakthrough came when I was in UI. I joined a group of people running there. One of them was already a tax partner, which is a huge responsibility. And he was running consistently. Hey Alex, this is something I need to survive in this environment, at this pace, so I need the sport. And I have a blocker in my calendar, and that's it. And everybody knows that's the blocker, nobody touches.
A very common question: when you have kids, you want to spend time doing sports, but you also don't want your wife hungry.
So what I try to do, obviously, is to have those slots planned into my day.
Yeah.
So it doesn't feel like I'm taking away time from the family. On the other side, my kids are small. They are starting doing sports, and I'm trying to initiating them. So for example, as soon as my elder daughter started cycling,
yeah,
I could start running with her.
We're up 2 kilometers. How important is having consistency when you do sports?
Without consistency, you cannot achieve anything. So the question of consistency afterwards is a question of personal ego. Do you want to be great again? Then you need to keep consistency all the time.
How does it affect your overall health and your mindset?
The two aspects I would treat them separately: physical health and the mental health. So the physical health, there's definitely a big improvement to the way how I feel throughout the day. The mental aspect is huge. Once you clear your head during the run, for the second, you can keep your head clear during the rest of the day. This is amazing.
Halfway point?
Yeah. Okay, is this my chocolate side now?
What do you have a takeaway message for people watching?
I genuinely believe that if I don't have time as part of your vocabulary, you need to ban it forever. I want to make time for running. Then it's just a question of putting a blocker, be it in your calendar or just in your mind, building a consistent schedule around this. Running helps. Running is amazing. Running should be easier, but we're working on that.
The last message from Alex.
Yes, forgot to mention, I'm not running for weight loss. Many people think running is the key to lose weight. It's not. It's eating health and keeping exercising.